What's going on YouTube? Your favorite weeb ninja. I'm Tasso Ninja, and another anime analysis for you. Today we got Bleach. I know it's about 2 days late, but I need to take a break from my own sanity as making these videos on time was such a huge hassle and I couldn't take it. And yeah, that's the reason why it's late. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We got a short one today. It's not too eventful in this episode, but we're gonna try to work with the best that we can do. Real quick, before we actually get started, I would like to inform you to hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss the next episode or video when I upload it. And follow me on Twitch. I'm So-Ho Ninja. We've been streaming there a lot lately, especially for the last 2 days since I was taking a break from making these videos. And with that being said, let's get into it. And we start off this episode in Mayuri's lab, and it's revealed that 42% of Soul Reapers are remaining, 30% of which are able to fight still. The new head captain Shishui is told this information essentially by Mayuri and his lab, to which, you know, conniving Yuri in his voice is basically talking down to him. Even though he's head captain, Mayuri does not give a fuck. Kuretsuchi connects Shishui to all Soul Reaper comms and essentially tells him all the information that I just said, and essentially not to fight anyone at all, to not, you know, waste their energy, and to essentially regroup at the nearest barracks where they can all end up getting healed and essentially just regroup and make a new plan. Captain Kensai and Rojiro, is that how you pronounce it? End up standing off against the superstar Quincy, I'm gonna call him that, or Storm Knitter for short. Kensei going solo unleashes his Bankai, which, if you don't know, it's essentially brass knuckles. Well, that's his Shikai. His Bankai, his full Bankai, is a gigantic ass fucking brass knuckles. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm just trying to have a picture. Hopefully I did take the good picture, and I just got a shitty one. But essentially he ends up going solo, ends up taking him down. He just wins him, and he explains that his Bankai is essentially mini explosions. As long as it makes contact with the enemy, it can continuously make explosions without stopping. Immediately after that, we got James crying in the background as Star is defeated, and I fucking laughed so fucking loud during this scene. James, ugly ass little troll looking guy, ends up getting taken out as well. He ends up actually getting stabbed, I believe, by Rojiro immediately after through the chest. Thank God, I hated that little monster. But Kensei is taken down, and his arm is essentially broken by the Star Quincy. Rojiro uses his Bankai again, which is able to control fire. Essentially, he plays it like it's an instrument, so like he's an orchestra master, or what's the guy? Archaic. You know, that guy with the little stick, you know, swinging that shit around. I'm kind of like doing that shit right now, as if you actually can see me. But anyways, essentially he uses music to, it's like a genjutsu where he essentially can make you think or perceive things that aren't actually happening, but essentially still damage you. For example, he was playing music, and for one instance, he was drowning him in water, or he made like puppets of water, and then he started burning him alive essentially with the music he was playing. The Storm Knitter essentially punctures his ears after realizing this, and as he's not able to listen to music, Yojiro has like this scared expression. He's like, damn, he found out, now I can't do shit. For some reason, which I thought it was kind of stupid. I mean, at this point I was like, damn, these guys are just popping Bankais left and right, and they're supposed to be the stronger versions of the Soul Reapers, since they have part hollow power, since they're Vizards. But you just get defeated and slapped down like it's nothing. And at this point I was like, why isn't he using his Shikai at least? He can use that whip, you know, like the picture I showed earlier. But anyways, he ends up using a forehead star beam. Like he literally, essentially, he shoots a, you know, beam right from his forehead, shaped like a star because he has a star in his mask, and essentially just takes down Rojiro. In comes Renji like a total badass immediately after, which, you know, I kind of figured that was the explosion from last episode. It was just Renji and Rukia appearing, and he was, let me tell you, he was just as cold as he did in the first time they showed Renji when he had his goggles back on. that was a cool nod to the original anime. I know it was in the manga, of course, but I mean, I just thought it was really cool. Because you know, it was such a long time since he used those. I remember specifically in the original anime, he would use his bankai, kind of like a bankai, his goggles, kind of how they did in Naruto. I mean Naruto. What's it called? I'm getting my shit mixed up now. Dragon Ball, kind of like their scouter, where he was sensing Ichigo for the very first time when they showed him. I don't know why they didn't bring that back. That would have been cool, but anyways, I got sidetracked really badly. Anyway, Rukia again taking the defeated Soul Reapers to safety, in which we get a short scene, which I don't have a picture of Squad 4 essentially healing all the injured Soul Reapers in a state of decay and a burning rubber under some burning rubble. Sorry, I couldn't say that. James, we cut immediately back to James as he's essentially cut down once again by Renji, in which he ends up multiplying into several different James for some reason, and they're like naked. They look like babies. It's fucking weird. The Storm Ritter powers up due to Renji cutting his mask essentially, and as we all know, a luchador's mask is very important to him. Once destroyed, taken away, it's the end. So I thought it was just a cool little nod to that. But essentially, the Soul Reaper's move destroys everything, in which he uses something called the Nova Star, if I'm not mistaken, and essentially makes this giant fucking explosion happen, in which he kills James as well. But then he says, as long as he's alive, James is able to restore himself as well. So they kind of work off and pivot off each other. Essentially, if James is alive and the Storm Ritter is down, the Storm Ritter can be revived by James, and if James is down by any sense, like cut into pieces, he can still come back to life if the Storm Ritter is alive. So that was kind of BS. I thought the second that he used that move, the Supernova attack, and essentially destroyed James, I thought it was over. I thought his dumbass made a mistake, but clearly not. Renji uses his Bankai So-Ho Sabimaru, which is the new name apparently. Essentially, he was finally able to learn or master his Bankai's true name, thus essentially the Bankai giving him more trust in him by revealing his whole name and essentially able to unlock it to its full potential. Again, being named So-Ho Sabimaru. Renji essentially wins by attacking him, and at this point he kind of has like a monkey arm, and he also has like a snake. Back then it used to be just an elongated dragon or like a snake or serpent, which his Bankai was pretty cool. I always thought it was kind of cool how he can extend it and stuff, and how he's able to manipulate it. And also if it breaks, which it has like a cool effect where it can just fly around and still cut up people. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked again. Sorry, it's been a minute since I got into these, so I have to get my flow back. Renji, again, like I said, ends up winning by using his new attack, which is a lightning move, which I should have a picture of, and hopefully I do, because that shit was dope. And James essentially is defeated, which is revealed that James, I'm not sure if both of them are named James or if it's the little guy who's actually controlling the Storm Ritter Star or Star Quincy, whatever his name was. So essentially, Yu-Hawk is shown then to absorb the Reishi from James, thus essentially making him stronger. To which he, by the way, check out this fucking comeback. That shit was crazy. I'm going off. Anyways, Yu-Hawk again. It's essentially one of the other Storm Ritters essentially says that he's taking a nap after absorbing the Reishi, as he needs his strength to essentially carry them throughout the whole rest of the battle. And that's the end of the video. It's not really too much that happened in this video. There was a lot more fighting, which, you know, I'm not gonna break down a fucking fight frame by frame. You know how insane that would be, how long that would actually take. Anyways, that's really all that happened in this episode. Essentially, all the important stuff. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's gonna be a short one. That's gonna be it for me. I'm just gonna add these pictures in, and hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys stick to the end as well. Again, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video when I make it. and I'm gonna be trying doing something new. So just bear with me, and yeah, see you on the next one. Peace out, deuces.
¿Qué? ¿La llena?